My name is Alex Duta. I built and scaled a fire and water restoration company out of Chicago to over 8 figures, and now I'm on a mission to help you grow and scale yours. Today in Albi Afterhours, we're going to be talking about why mitigation salespeople are lazy. So the status quo right now within the damage restoration industry is that a restoration company wakes up, either a project manager or crew leader, at 2 o'clock in the morning. They go and they see and assess the water damage at a person's house, and they talk to Miss Jones and they tell her, look, all you have to do is sign this emergency work authorization. You don't have to worry about anything. This loss is covered. Your insurance company will take care of you. And then we go ahead and we perform the work. We go back and either have some sort of paper scope sheets, or some people are using advanced technology like Matterport. We compile this exactimate estimate and we send this exactimate estimate to the insurance company and then wait for the insurance company to remit a payment. And sometimes the insurance company remits a payment directly to the contractor. Other times, they'll remit that payment directly to the homeowner. Now, the flaw within that process is we're at the mercy of the insurance companies to end up getting paid, which in a way is good, right? Some people argue that if it wasn't for the insurance companies, we couldn't charge what we're charging, we couldn't operate the way we're operating, we couldn't grow and scale our companies. Now, I believe that maybe 10 years ago that was the case. I think in today's society, and especially with the labor shortages and the material inflation, if we were to actually do a market study on pricing, I don't think we would actually be lower than what the insurance companies paid if we were doing all of this work for retail. But that's a completely separate topic. So now, how can we overcome this process and make this process better? Well, I think it starts from that salesperson, whether you call them a project manager or crew chief. That person that's responsible for selling the job needs to be a more responsible salesperson. So the conversation turns out completely different when Miss Jones calls and hires Chicagoland's premier fire and water restoration contractor, right? And I show up to the house. I am the Chicagoland's premier fire and water restoration contractor. And I tell Miss Jones, look, for us to do the work, it's going to cost X. You need your baseboards removed, your drywall removed, your carpet and carpet pad, and so on and so forth. And Miss Jones, unfortunately, because you did have a water loss, you're expecting about $7,000 worth of work that needs to be done at this property. However, at our Chicagoland Restoration Company, we really value your business and we understand that you're going through hardship. So what we're going to end up doing is we actually will give you a net 15 on your bill, where there's no penalty or late fees on your bill. This will give you time to potentially recover some or all of those proceeds from your insurance company, right? And on top of that, we will work with your insurance company in providing some of the necessary documentation as they ask, so that way you're not alone within this process. And everything else being said, you can also be pre-approved for financing, and we have the ability for you to pay that $7,000 if none of it or some of it does not get paid by the insurance company through our third-party financing company. So now, what did I do as a responsible salesperson? I locked in a specific price of $7,000 with the homeowner. I set up clear expectations, and I also set up the expectation that insurance might cover some, if not all, of the damages. Now let's take a step back. When we go to the emergency room, do we realize how much our bill is going to be? No. We just go to the emergency room and we, get what we need done. When, you have a surgery, do you always know what the bill is going to be? No. You expect that, insurance will pay some or all of it, and then you'll get stuck with some sort of bill, right? And then you know that there's certain options of financing and payments and so on and so forth that you could do at the end of the day. And that doesn't deter you from going and getting what you need done. So essentially what we're doing in this situation is we're clearly setting up expectations of what needs to be done, and we're locking in that price. We're incurring that homeowner is incurring that price, and we've got a method through which we know we can get paid. Now, Alex, the vendor's going to come in and they're going to pitch Miss Jones differently and so on and so forth, and I'm going to lose the business. Hang on a sec. You're Chicagoland's premier fire and water restoration contractor. Every salesperson needs to sell the value of what that homeowner is purchasing. So it's your job as a fire and water restoration salesperson to prove to that homeowner that you are the person that they need to go, despite the fact that there may be some financial burden that they might need, right? And I think realistically speaking, when you're going up against insurance vendors, it should be a relatively easy task to do because vendors typically don't have a sales process. They're called in by the insurance, they're rolling out a crew, sign here, you don't want to sign here? Okay, sounds good. So again, I know this ideology might be a little bit controversial, but I think ever since we've implemented it, I consult a few clients across the country, it has helped us grow restoration companies a lot healthier bottom lines, a lot lower return on receivables, a lot happier clients that know what to expect, and it has gotten us more immune to the ability to get bullied by the carrier, and the carrier saying, no, you can't use this person or you shouldn't use this person. So I hope that kind of helps clear this up a little bit. I know, again, it is a controversial topic. You know, I don't want to lean on one side or the other of the spectrum, but I do believe that, you know, as mitigation salespeople, we should be salespeople. We should do our best to educate the client to find the best solution for that client at that time and be fully transparent and clear with them about what they're going to expect. So that's all for now. Stay tuned to this channel. Hit subscribe for more Albi After Hours, as we're going to be putting up as much content as we can on this channel. And if you guys have any questions, you can add me on Facebook. You can add me on LinkedIn. You can email me at alex@albiware.com. Or give me a call if you have my cell phone number. Talk to you guys soon.